I'm getting ready to make some homemade chicken pot pie, but I want to talk about this right quick. Emotionalism is the tactic that manipulators use to keep you in their life. I was talking to my girlfriend earlier about this. Right now, I'm no contact with my dad. I have forgiven him for the things he have done, but his character is not of one that I would want in somebody in my personal life, in my immediate circle. And I was looking at this beautiful picture of myself as a little girl. We were sitting in church. My brother was in the picture. My dad was in the picture, and I was in the picture. Everybody was smiling. The picture was beautiful. But I had to remind myself in that moment that I couldn't allow the good emotions that I felt to trick me into thinking that in that moment, how things were is how it is now. And that is the biggest thing that manipulators play on. They love to make you feel like the things that you know and how you feel is exactly how they feel. And if you're somebody who's super hyper vigilant, where you pay attention to the little cues in somebody's emotions, the little gestures that they make, you will become confused and be led into something by somebody who's using those very things that you feel like that you're attuned to manipulate you. And this is why when we're making decisions for relationships, we cannot always rely on our emotions. We cannot always put our emotions as the first thing to give us indicators whether or not we should be in that relationship. I'm somebody who has spent a lifetime in abuse, and when I finally got to the other side and the veil was gone and the veil was lifted, the smoke was gone, I had to realize my emotions played the most part in deceiving me than anything else. Not to say that any abuse was my fault, but to say I had to take a step back and learn how to trust myself again. Not trust my emotions, but trust my way of thought. To understand that I had a sound mind and how to listen to that mind in the instance of the moment when the Holy Spirit is trying to tell me something for my own safety in the instance of a relationship or a decision that I needed to make that was very important. And I feel like this is what manipulators strip from people. They strip that sense of trusting yourself and they get you to trust them. And every time that you need to make a decision, you feel confused, you feel unworthy. And that is the biggest tactic and the biggest ploy that they play on, is being so tied into your emotions that you cannot make a decision outside of them, or you cannot make a decision that you can fully trust. So I just wanted to hop on here and talk about that today, because me and my girlfriend has some good talks about that all the time, and say if you're in a place where you're trying to learn how to trust yourself again, you're trying to learn how to trust your own thought processes, and you feel like you're all over the place, you have to take a step back and ask yourself, who are you listening to? Are you listening to yourself, or are you listening to the people who are feeding things in your ear and it's leaving you in a confused place? But I just want to say that I'm here for you, and I'll be praying for you if you are one of those people. I am somebody that comes from a long line of abuse, as I said before, and I'm just a regular girl. I'm just a regular girl who's been saved, who's been given another chance to do things right all over again. But my biggest heart is to never see somebody go through the same thing I went through, and not allow them to know that it is happiness, it is joy on the other side. It's not always sorrow, and it's not always abuse. I love you.